Okay, team. So don't know how long this one's going to be. This is Sean from Invest to Live. Thanks for watching. If you get a chance to, appreciate it. Obviously, there's no asks to do anything. I would just urge you to listen. This is really geared towards folks who are maybe newer into the markets, less experienced in the markets, new to investing, new to the stress that comes with investing and trading. These past couple of days have been very rough for a lot of folks who have never experienced what it's like to see huge losses in the market. I think it can be very, very concerning for folks who don't know what to do. And I think that it's very easy to poke fun, to joke, to tease, to send funny memes about how we feel when markets are crashing or feel like they're crashing or perceived mistakes that we've made with our own portfolios. I just want to take a couple minutes here and have a real serious conversation because this is something I experienced in the 2001 tech crash and have been luckily through lots of markets that have been up and down and all over the place. I just want to stress this, that your self-worth and who you are as a person has nothing to do with how your portfolio performs, the stocks you pick, the investments you make, the money that's associated with it. It's important to respect your investments, to respect the time and due diligence you put into it. But when I see markets that go down for a couple of days in a row, even when we have bounces or we have changes in price or this, it's tough to feel a direction. When you're looking at your portfolio every 30 minutes, 5 minutes, 60 seconds, 30 seconds, right? It can feel like an inordinate amount of stress that never leaves you. You're constantly worrying about what's going to happen. Did I lose all my money? How am I going to get out of this? I've got great news for you. You will. Long-term investing has ups and downs. And especially for those of you who are simply buy and hold investors, who are looking at this from the perspective of, I'm trying to build towards a retirement in 20, 30, 35 years, whatever the case is, right? Even the folks who are on fire and trying to do it soon, it's okay. We hear stories all the time during downtrends. And unfortunately, I think with social media, it gets amplified that oftentimes we look at the situation we're in, we react very, very quickly and blame ourselves for mistakes when it comes to our finances. And I'm going to talk directly here to folks who are leveraging margin. Maybe they're new to that. They don't understand what it means. I just want to call out here also that it's only money. And I know that's a big thing to say because it's important and you work hard for it and you deserve the right to earn it and do the right things with it. But it's okay if you make a mistake. It's okay if you pick a bad investment that doesn't work. It's okay if you get liquidated. I know it stinks. It's terrible. It absolutely feels like it's going to rip you apart inside. But the good news is these are mistakes that we learn from. And as investors who are doing this for a long term, you have to get better at it. Even the best out there have this happen all the time. So this isn't meant to be some, silly semblance of what's going on in the market today or what I think about where it's going to go. I just don't want to see any stories coming out about people who are stressed to the max, having financial issues, family problems, work problems, can't focus on anything except looking at their stock picks. The best thing you can do when you don't know where the market is going is take a complete break from the market and walk away from it. If you have margin, exit the margin, take some losses. You can write them off at tax time, right? I'm not a CPA, but these are pretty basic things. If you aren't leveraged and you're just holding cash positions, it would not hurt you to take a week off from looking at the market. I've got news for you. Unless you're trading millions and tens of millions of dollars, the returns or differences in returns are going to be negligible from one day to the next. A 25% bump sounds like a lot, but not in a few $1,000s. It's not worth not sleeping over. It's not worth losing your relationships or a job. So I just want to leave it at that if you're not hearing this, you need to hear this. Your health and your mental health is so important as a part of this game. One of the advantages that I felt very early was I learned the ability to really disassociate from the money and from the investment and just look at it as a game that I'm playing. The money's important. I live my life off of the money I make. But it's really important to understand that you can make mistakes. And I've got news. You should be making mistakes. You're new to this and you're worth it and you're good and you should be doing these things. I think it's a big part of it. It's a big deal. Sorry, just typing real quickly. I think that when we watch these wannabe investors on Twitter or Instagram or I'm old and there's so many, right? TikTok, Snap, Facebook, the whole shebang. I think it's very easy to align ourselves and say, well, why does so and so have a picture of a Lamborghini in the penthouse with the bullcrap pool out on the deck? It's like they don't. They're renting that to look cool. And I've got news for you: the folks that I'm around, the folks who run funds are serious investors. They drive F-150s like me, and they wear regular clothes and don't go to parties at night. Right? We spend our time thinking about how we're going to learn more or spend more time with our families, doing things that are fun, not spending the entire day focused on every single minutia of investment that I make, right? So I just want to leave it with this. If you're sitting there the past couple of days and you're feeling an insurmountable amount of stress coming, I understand why. And there's nothing wrong with the way you're feeling at all. What I would also encourage you to do is really think about the importance that that could have in your life if you don't handle it the right way, and reach out to your friends, to your family, to experts in your community, to people who are part of your religious beliefs, or people who are part of your school system, or counselors at school, or whatever, or someone who can help you feel better. And just remember, the stock market is a whole bunch of robots talking back and forth to each other that don't care if things go up or down. And the good news is, over time, we've watched this time and time again, the markets do tend to go up, right? So I think at the end of the day, all I wanted to get across here was this is a really wild time with wild events going on. It can be hard to understand how it will impact your portfolio. It can be hard to impact how it will impact your near-term life. But the truth is, it's just stocks. They go up, they go down. They don't know who you are. They don't look at your value or worth by the size of your portfolio or how positive or negative it was. So that's it. I just want to jump on and say this because I can sense some of the questions I'm getting on social media, in direct messages, in emails, even some other places. Like, there's a sense of total fear of what the heck do I do, right? Sometimes what you do is you turn your computer off, you turn off Bloomberg, and you walk away, and you take the dog out, or you go hang out with your significant other, or you play with your kids. You just relax and chill for a little while. That's okay. That's part of this game. The best investors know how to separate themselves from the stress and walk away from things. You have to do it. I know it seems hard when the markets are down, but a 24-hour stream of information about why things aren't positive leads to a lot of negativity. And the reality is, in every part of the market, at every part of the day, there is a bid and an ask. There's someone trying to buy what someone else is trying to sell. And if you don't participate in that, you get to wash your hands of it completely. Hold what you hold and go forward with that. So, anyways, I don't know if anyone even cares about this, if it offers any value. Adam, I appreciate your comment in the chat here. But if you know someone who's in the markets and they're stressed, don't brush it off that it's just no big deal. Some people may not realize that it's not the end of the world to take losses. Some folks may not realize that margin isn't the end of life. It isn't the end of the world, right? It's okay to sell things that make you uncomfortable. It's okay to hold things that you believe in. It's okay to take positions that you're not sure about. It's okay to walk away and shut your phone and laptop off. So anyways, with that, I just was really, it was a diatribe I just want to share. I've been seeing so many comments of people who seem to be really in a place where they don't know what to do. And what starts off with trepidation and insecurity on what to do quickly escalates into stress, and stress quickly escalates into more serious things. And I just don't want to hear that happen. We have so much stuff going on in the world today that the stock market is just that. It's just a stock market. Don't let it go crazy. Don't let it bother you. And if it is bothering you, that's perfectly okay. You have every right to let it bother you. You have every right to get someone to help you feel better about that too. So please look out for your peers, look out for your friends, look out for your family. If you see someone who needs help, can't seem to get away from it, hey, go for it. Thanks so much. Thanks everybody for watching if you did. Otherwise, hey, good luck out there, right? Markets go up and they go down. Life always will go on either way. So, oh man, a couple of great comments here. I'm just gonna throw this out there. Like, Robert, you nailed it, man. My 30-second video, I'll let you pitch it, man. You are not your emotions. Your emotions are simply one of the many slices of what makes you who you are. I love that, man. Just like your investments in your portfolio do not define you. It's just an investment with some portfolio in it. And Derek, thanks so much, man. Guys, thanks so much for watching, everybody. Hopefully it makes sense. If you know anybody who needs help, make sure they're getting that help. So with that, everybody have a good night. I'm not watching CNBC or Bloomberg tonight. So thanks, everybody. Thanks all for watching.